Hi y'all, it's Tammy in Texas, and I was gonna let y'all see my crepe myrtle tree that I am so very proud of, and I have a story about it. I was gonna tell y'all this is not the original location that it was buried in. It actually was buried closer to this area right here, and if you'll look at the fence in back of it, this is the first time that my crepe myrtle has grown taller than the fence. And look at how tall it's gotten. It's reaching out to the sky. And I have a story about it actually. When I got it, I got a couple of bushes along with it, and they're out there. And I got it in June. It was right before, it was a Saturday right before Father's Day, and I had never buried anything or planted anything before, and so I thought, it's so hot in Texas, and so what I did, I thought, I'm going to wait till it gets dark, and then I'm going to go out and I'm going to plant everything in the cool night air. Well, as cool as it could be in Texas in June, but I'm very shy, and so I didn't want the neighbors gawking at me. And at the same time, I hate to sweat, so I thought, well, I'll just bury them, or not bury them, but plant them in the cool night air. So I went out, and it was about 12:30, just after midnight on Father's Day. And so this is when I had my dog. So it was about maybe six years ago, perhaps. So I had the dog and the cat in the house. Still had my dad's father presents that I needed to wrap. And so what happened was, when I went to dig the first hole, first of all, I did some things that were wrong. I was wearing my Crocs, which is #1 bad thing to do when you're digging a hole. I had borrowed a shovel that was the wrong kind of shovel for digging holes, and then I didn't wet the ground, so the ground was hard, and so I was right out in there where those bushes are now. And so when I went to do the first hole, my foot slipped off on the shovel and on my Crocs, and I landed right there in the driveway on my back, and I heard a pop. And so my mom had told me that if I ever heard a pop when I fell or did something like that, that it meant that I had a broken bone. And so there I was laying on my back, looking up at the dark sky, thinking, oh no, I think I just broke my foot. It was my left foot. And I thought, oh no, I gotta go in the house. I gotta put the dog and cat up, and I have presents for my dad in the hospital, the emergency room. People always wait hours and hours. I thought, I don't know how long I'll be there. So I hopped in the house. I took care of the dog and the cat, and I wrapped everything, put all my presents in bags, and then I hopped out to the car and drove myself to the emergency room. And so there weren't very many people there. It was surprising. And so I saw the doctor right away, and so the doctor asked me, he goes, well, ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, why were you out this late at night digging? Were you trying to bury a body or something? And so I thought it was funny. I was laughing. I said, no, I was just shy, and I was trying to plant everything while the neighbors were in bed, and I didn't want to be sweating in the full sun. So anyway, so long story short, my mom had this guy come out who's a friend of the family, and he planted everything, my bushes, my crepe myrtle, and I was really grateful. He did it, and real professional like. But then when I saw this crepe myrtle, I thought, oh, it's going to be too close to this little roof area. So what I did is I put a hefty bag on the boot that I was wearing on my leg. It was a big old medical boot. So I put a hefty bag on it, and I dug it up. I dug this thing up and moved it over here. And the whole time I was wearing this big boot on my leg. And so anyway, so this is the first thing I've ever planted, and I'm really proud of it because I didn't kill it. And it's grown so tall, it's just reaching towards the sky now. So that's my story. And those are all the birds that are waiting on the telephone wires. You see them? They're waiting to eat because I've put down birdseed here on the patio. So anyway, that's my story, and I hope everyone's having a nice summer. Bye, y'all.